The issue of crime and violence remains pervasive. The government of St. Lucia, like many others in the region, are attempting to quell that troubling issue. Some civil society groups have jumped on board to contribute to the effort to get violent crime under control. Creator of Safe Spaces, pathologist, and former director Rise St. Lucia, Dr. Stephen King, says the noticeable decline in violent crime in the southern community is a direct result of Vieux Fortians wanting to be released from the crime-imposed imprisonment.
The will of the Vieux Fort people themselves to want to reduce the violence and get back to a state of more normalcy where they can move around and be with one another and start to socialize again. Because the violence had imprisoned people in their communities, and they felt that was not a way they wanted to live. So that will to stop the violence really came from them.
Dr. King says those attacking the issue on a social level must work closely with police to prevent overlaps and disruption.
From the social violence interruption point of view, what we are doing is complete engagement and involvement of people, both the perpetrators of violence as well as the victims of violence.
But Dr. King, we understood that there was a peace treaty signed among the three gangs, and with your intervention?
Well, you see, there was no paper signed. What there was far more important than that. It's what I call the writing on your heart. It is the heart of the leaders and the influencers of the areas that caused that to happen. That's where the truth is. That's where the treaty is. The treaty is in the hearts of the people.
Vieux Fort has been under an extended escalated crime zone status, with officers of the Regional Security System, RSS, called in to help bolster the local ranks of the police force. According to King, sustainability is the key issue going forward.
The big issue here, Desmond, is moving forward, because getting people to agree to downgrade violence is one step. It's a very good step. But there's another step, which is how do we now sustain peace in the community? And you can only do that by creating avenues for opportunity and indeed prosperity, business, livelihoods, education, training, people being involved in the development of themselves, their families and their communities. That's the only way peace can be sustained, by having an inclusive approach to getting everybody involved, so nobody feels marginalized, everybody feels involved in their development and in the development of their community, and for that matter their country, but let's stay in the community for now. And that is what we call empowerment, right? And you need to get to that phase. So what we have been negotiating is the establishment of a resource center that will be opened in Vieux Fort. And that resource center is a space where everybody is welcome.
Dr. King has been at the vanguard of creating safe spaces within crime zones and believes this model will augur well for the Vieux Fort community.